Here's a BPT engine from Japan. We're tearing it down and we're going to decarbonize it, clean it, decarbonize it, and to make it look good again, just like a brand new engine. You'll see here that this engine has been previously opened already. It is a black silicone sealant. Angat mo nga to. There, as you'll see, it's a black silicone sealant. That is not an original sealant from the factory. The original factory sealant is color gray, and this is black already. I don't know why. It's from this Mazda 323 Gen 1. This is not my engine. The owner bought this because the papers, the importation papers of the previous BPT engine was not registered the soonest possible time, so the importer already closed and out of business. And if the importer is already closed, it is as if the engine has no papers. May kalawang-kalawang, no? There are marks of rust, so you'll see. And pakita mo yung gear, yung sinasabi mo. The crank gear also has a crack, so you'll see here. Here's the crank gear. It has a crack. It was previously opened up, I'm sure. I don't know why. And the one who opened it doesn't know how to remove this the proper way, even though if there's rust inside here. It's just a slide fit crank gear, so the reason that this will be harder to remove is because there's corrosion at the crank nose. But we can remove this without breaking the crank gear, even if there's rust like this. Here are the pistons and the main bearings, the main bearing cups. I think this engine is previously flooded. Huh? Ano? Kalawang? May kalawang, no? So there's rust. That's a sign that this engine was previously flooded. So we're going to check the bores if there are signs that of previous corrosion. Meron, no? Ito, cylinder 2. So I'm right. This engine was previously flooded. As you'll see the corrosion here at cylinder 2.
Marka 2, 3.
Ha? 2 tsaka 3? Saan yung marka ng 3?
Dun sa likod.
Ikaw. Makita nyo dyan. So also here at cylinder 3. Dito rin. So this is piston 1 here. As you'll see, there are detonation marks. You'll see here, these are detonation marks, or this is because of the corrosion of the liners. Let's check the liners at cylinder 1. Check mo kung may corrosion marks. So there's a corrosion mark at cylinder 1. Kita-kita?
Okay.
Heavy o hindi masyado?
Hindi po masyado eh. Nakakatulad nung sa taas, hindi po ganun. Hindi naman siya yung nagbutas ng motor.
So there's a corrosion mark at cylinder 1. So we'll rule this out if this is detonation or scratches only due to corrosion. So we're now cleaning the pistons, the areas we're going to check, and also the bearing. Looks like these are not detonation marks, but only scratches due to corrosion at the liners. You will notice that if these marks are due to detonation, this area here of the piston will also have this melted look, but there's none. It's smooth. You'll even notice the micro lines from the manufacturing of the piston is still here, so I'm sure it's not detonation, but due to only to corrosion, as you'll see here. Paikot, wala na, no? You'll see also the scratch here, this one. Also, this is a sign of corrosion here at the oil pump. You'll see that these are corrosion marks here at the oil pump. The corrosion marks that we found there at the engine block is at the exhaust side and not at the intake side. And since this is the front of the piston, this is the intake side. And the scratch looking marks here are at the intake side there, but there's no corrosion at the intake side of the engine block. So I may conclude that this is detonation marks and not scratches due to corrosion. We'll check the other pistons, but you'll see here the scratches, and here you'll see the scratch. And checking the bearings, there are also scratches at the bearings due to the corrosion at the journal of the crankshaft. There you go. Definitely needs a bearing replacement. Sige. Next is cylinder 2. Meron ba siyang stainless intake na mukhang binago? O TIG welded lahat? So I'm just wondering where these marks here came from. So you'll see. Meron din yata, oh. Meron eh. Baka nagamit na yung BPT na yan. As you'll see here, there are also marks here. This is usually caused by stainless intake for the charge pipes of the intercooler. Pero tingnan mo lahat kung TIG welded. This is usually caused by dirt entering the combustion chamber. So you'll see the scratches. Pero ang scratch niya pag ano, no? Parang pinukpok. There you go. It looks like it's been hit. I don't know if it's just a foreign object damage. I don't think it's due to corrosion. Also here, meron din siyang ano eh. Ito sa corrosion talaga to. No? Mukhang gas-gas talaga. These are scratch damage due to corrosion of the liners. Ito rin, no? Ay, hindi. Ay, hindi, dahil dito sa pagkatama dito. Skirt. Slight scratch only at the skirt. Here, there's scratches. Bearing, the same, needs replacement. Also here, scratches at the bearings of the connecting rod. So for cylinder 3, for piston 3 here, there's also piston top damage due to foreign object, as you'll see here. This is usually caused by intercooler charge pipes that has not been TIG welded and just used stick weld in connecting the pipes. So here, wala, no? Meron. Pero hindi kasi kilala nung 1. Hindi kaya nabuksan na nga, tapos pinagpapalit-palit nila ng piston. No? Kasi sobrang lala ng scratch ng 1 eh. Pero ang malalang liner, 3.
Mga nung pagbukas, hindi na nila tinandaan.
Oo, hindi na tinandaan yung pagbalik.
Bumaba ka na sa wrong position ako.
Ha?
Bumaba ka na sa maling position na yung...
Maling ano na. Hindi na binalik sa 1 sa 1, 4 sa 4. Pero medyo mas konti ang damage kasi nito eh. Na dapat mas malala to dahil yung 3. Mas malala yung liner ng 3, di ba? This one here has a less scratch damage. And you'll see the bearings here for me. It also needs replacement. So here's piston 4. Wala siyang foreign object damage sa ibabaw. So there's no foreign object damage at the top. And here at the side, before the ringland, nasa a slight scratch only here. Meron ano, yan oh.
Meron.
There's also a scratch here at this side. Corrosion, no? So there are corrosion dots here at the side. Slight scratches here at the skirt. Ito heavy. And there are heavy scratches here at the skirt. And for the bearing, still the same as the other pistons, as the other connecting rods, I mean. Correct connecting rod bearings, do you need replacement? Okay, that's it for the pistons. As you'll see here, the silicone sealant at the rear housing of the oil seal is not original anymore. It's color black. The gray part here, the gray sealant, is the original one. Even this rear oil seal, I think this has been replaced already. There's a sealant all around it, outside the sealant. Oil seal here has been installed too far from the edge of this housing. It has been pressed further down. It should only be around 1 millimeter down from the edge of this aluminum housing. Tingnan mo LG. Sagad din yung pagkakabit ng sealant, ng oil seal. Masyado mababa, no? Diba? Tapos may sealant na, silicone. Baba, diba? Hindi pa balance eh. Hindi pa pantay. Tagilid. Tingnan mo. You'll see here that it's also installed unevenly. You'll also see here that the oil seal, the back of the oil seal protruded against the aluminum housing. The original install is not like that. And you'll see here, it's the back of the oil seal. It's also already level with this. Ay! Binaklas na rin pati ito. Tingnan may sealant dito, itim din. Diba? Binaklas na rin. Pwedeng nagbaklas nga ng crank. You'll see this one here, the flashed area of the rear oil seal housing has a black silicone sealant. It only means that this was already removed. And then also this black silicone. Pero sa oil pump, mukhang di binaklas yung oil pump, no? Walang silicone na itim eh. Pwedeng itanggal lang sa rear, hindi itanggal ang crank. But these are black silicone here where the oil pan, the main bearing support plate sits. Oops, hindi rin original yung oil seal, no? Palit na rin. Tingnan mo number. The front oil seal also is not original. It's just a 36.5, 50.5 number based oil seal, not the original part number for the Mazda. When we install original oil seals, we make sure of the original part number, not this number based oil seal. We now move for the main bearings. This is number 1. There are scratches. Okay, number 2. For number 2, there are also scratches, but this is much tolerable than the bearings for the connecting rod. Oh, ito. Marka ng corrosion. That's usually a corrosion mark that small dots you see here. Scratch marks here at number 3 is much heavier. If this is my favorite engine, I will replace this. If not, I can still reuse this. Oops, corrosion mark yata ito. Tingnan mo, diba? Looks like that's a corrosion mark. That's not just a scratch. Oops, heavy ito. This is a very heavy corrosion mark. Malubog talaga to, no? Lalim eh. Definitely all the bearings needs replacement because of this. Check natin yung crank. Mas malala dun. So here's the crank. Number 5, let's check muna yung number 5. Since yun yung may heavy. Ayun. So there's corrosion mark at the journal of number 5 main bearing. Actually, we've seen a corrosion mark also this one, oh. Corrosion mark. So definitely this engine was previously flooded. Punasan mo. Yan, scratch. So there are lots of scratch marks and corrosion marks at the crankshaft. Mas maganda pa internals ng isa. So we'll just let the owner of this engine decide of what internals to use. He has a previous BPT engine that we can get its internals from, and just use the engine block of this one. Because his previous BPT, the papers, it was not registered for a long time, and the importer already closed. It is as if there's no engine papers, no importation papers. So if you buy a Japan surplus engine, you make sure that if you already got the papers, you register it as soon as possible with the LTO to register it with your car. Because if the importer closes out of business, then it is as if your engine has no legal importation papers. Even though you have one, even though you have it, even though you have the complete documentation papers for the importation, but if the importer already closed, it is as if you don't have the complete importation papers. That's why the owner of this Mazda bought another engine, but and this is the engine that he bought, but this is the internals when we open it up. Front, and this is the thrust bearing. So far may scratch konti, no? Nabuksan na talaga, but so far this is still good, can be used. This one here has a slight wear already. If you love this engine, you will replace this, but if you don't love this engine, you can still reuse this. So this is the number 5 main bearing. As you'll see, there's also a scratch and corrosion mark there. This is the top part of the bearing that sits on the engine block. So at this cylinder head of this BPT engine, we also found some scratches here. So you'll see there. So that's a sign. Also this one here, meron din dito.